A fast intro here.
Alright. You, Cursed, Fernox, and Renegade, are in a closet. A broom closet, to be specific. You are wearing what you are wearing, and you know everything you know at this moment.
Oh
In this
god.
closet with you, there are 2 brooms, 1 bar of soap, and a peanut on the ground. There is also a hyena who's just staring in Fernox's general direction with a cross-eyed, glazed look.
I'm wondering if anyone else is half naked
I'm actually not wearing
in the
pants right
closet.
In front
Nope.
of you, there is a door with light coming in from around the edges. Cursed, your turn first.
now. I walk out. Well, I go to open the door and see where I am.
You are in a room that is 15 by 15 foot, wooden floor, wall, and ceiling. In the center of this room, there is a round table at which is seated 4 women dressed in various colors. One woman is dressed in red, the next is in green, the next in yellow, the next in blue.
Are they beautiful?
Yes, in different ways, each of them.
Oh. I go to introduce myself in an attempt to figure out where I am.
They do not respond to you.
I slowly approach them.
They all stand up, they look at you and bow, and then they turn and they walk through a door on the opposite side of the room.
Wow. What cunts?
Kind of. Fernox, it's your turn.
I pick up the soap.
You have the soap.
Yes.
Okay.
I also step out of the closet. And what do I see?
The door was open wide enough that you could see all the events that was happening on Curse's turn.
Okay. So is there other doors than the door they
There
stepped through?
are other doors. The door on your right is I'm getting this roll a lot recently. A futuristic looking door with a green holographic box in front of it. The door on your left is a simple wooden door painted white on hinges with a knob.
And the one in the middle, how did that one look?
The one in the middle is a wooden archway that is pure black in the middle of it. You cannot see past the archway. There is no actual door, it's just a hole covered by wooden arch.
I am interested in these ladies, so I go after them in that one door.
Fernox is heading through the wooden arch door. Renegade, your turn.
I look in the closet for a shirt to put on.
There are none.
Oh, well, I guess I'm just bare chesting it then. Alright. I head out the closet.
You are aware of everything that was happening on Cursed turn, and you're aware that Fernox has gone through the wooden archway door.
I guess I follow the other guy through the archway.
Following Fernox, Roger. Cursed, what are you doing now?
Attempting to get the hyena to follow me.
The hyena has followed Fernox through the door. It actually bumped its head against the side of the door 3 times before it figured out you have to go slightly to the left.
Well,
not a bright one, this one.
Since there are 4 women and 3 men, I figure I have a shot, so I go through the door.
Alright. You are all through on the other side of the door. It'll be Fernox's turn at the end of this explanation. You are in a grove that is lit to about the twilight lighting. It's fairly dark. In the middle of this grove is a pool of water. On the edges you can clearly see the bottom, but in the middle it's too deep to see the bottom. The woods around you grow so thick it's almost a solid wall of tree. There is a packed dirt path leading out of this grove. Fernox, what do you do?
So the ladies are not there?
They are not invisible, no.
Oh. I walk up to inspect the water, I guess.
The woman in blue rises out of the water, and
Whoa.
she's just standing there, arms crossed in front of her chest, and she's looking at you with her head cocked to the side.
Hello.
She's watching you.
Do you
User
come here
joined your
often?
channel.
She's still watching you.
Hmm. So, what's your labor of work? Do you work
She
here?
splashes you and disappears.
Oh,
Alright,
I'm
Renegade,
sad.
it's your turn.
Nice one. So I'm guessing since we're in a grove and with a lot of trees, there's some felled wood around, right?
There is some down branches, but nothing inside of the grove. The grove is spick and span. There are not a single blade of grass out of place except for where your footsteps have been.
I'm looking for a sizable limb I could use as a walking stick that's already fallen.
There's one just down the dirt path. It's about 3 feet long and fairly light. It looks like the bark was stripped off of it for some reason.
Are the women still around?
You saw Fernox try to have a conversation with the woman in blue in the water, but
It completely failed.
total fail.
Womp,
That's
womp,
right, well-
womp.
I pick up the downed limb.
Alright, you have a stick.
Yes.
You could have had a broom, but you had a stick instead.
Screw the broom.
Cursed, your turn.
Well,
Oh,
I'm going
good. I thought you meant cursed as in I was cursed for picking
No.
up this stupid stick.
no. So, how far away from the other two am I? Are we all like next
Well-
to each other? Or...
Renegade is on the other side of the grove, just down a dirt path. Fernox is standing at the water's edge, soaking wet.
Are there any other plausible directions I can go?
You could just go off through the forest.
We'll do that. I will wing it.
You are winging it through the forest. You hear an animalistic noise, a grunting thing, and you turn to your left to see a 5-foot-tall boar, and he's snorting at you. He doesn't look happy to see you.
I attempt to find something to defend myself with.
There's a stick on the ground. It's a very
How
small
big
stick.
is?
It's like 6 inches and flimsy. You can poke it with the stick.
I know about boars. Let's see here. Back away somewhat slowly, but in a pace where I could quickly start running if I need to.
He's watching you. The dice are with you. He decides he doesn't want to kill you today. Just wanders off.
God.
Fernox, you're soaking wet at the pool's edge. What do you do?
User joined your channel.
I might
Do you
as
like
well soap up.
Do you have permission from all persons in this room to record?
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone who was in here at the beginning of the recording.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Alright. I might as
User
well
left your
soap up.
channel.
So I start
Alright.
cleaning myself with the soap.
You set yourself up,
That's weird.
Yeah.
and you notice that all of the suds that drop into the water instantly disappear. The water is not making any ripples from your movement. It is absolutely still.
I don't care, I keep cleaning.
Alright, you are becoming very clean. Renegade, you have a walking stick. You're slightly down the walking path.
Are the other guys just kind of taking off without me?
Fernox is still in the grove. You can see that he is washing. Cursed has run off into the forest somewhere. You've lost sight of him.
Well, I guess we're gonna be getting hungry soon enough, so I try to sharpen the stick on a rock that I try to find.
There are some rocks just off the path, and you can attempt to sharpen the
Anything
stick.
big enough to sharpen it with? Kind of sharpen the end to a fine point.
You make a passable spear out of your stick.
Sweet. Then I go off into the woods to try to hunt some small game.
As you wander through the woods, a light, little floating light, crosses your path and continues going.
Little floating light. How big?
Um, you really can't tell. It's very floaty.
Pretty.
And yes, it's pretty.
And it's just floating. It's not going in any particular direction.
It is moving steadily off to forward and to your left.
I guess I try to follow it.
All
See
right.
where it's leading.
You follow this light. This light is leading you to the edge of a bog, and then it suddenly stops and holds absolutely still, and it's going to the right as it's skirting the bog.
Alright, I continue to follow the light.
You're following the light. Going into the light. Cursed, what you doing?
Wandering around the forest because I have no idea where I am.
You fall on your face. When there's an exposed tree root, you don't see it in the darkness, you fall on your face. That's what happens on your turn.
It's not my day.
Ouch.
It's just not my day.
Fernox, you are very soapy and clean.
Wait, am I
Do I
dead?
need to wash away the soap now?
You may.
Okay. I take off my clothes and jump in the water pool to wash away the
When
soap.
you try to jump into the water, the surface becomes absolutely solid, like ice, and you just
Ah!
face plant.
Thanks.
And
Aw.
then the water
User joined your
rises up
channel.
and pushes you out of it onto the shore.
That would hurt.
Oh. Did I get rid of the soap?
Kind
You
of.
got rid of an ear.
You kind of got rid of the
on
soap.
the ice.
Alright, then I'm happy.
Renegade, you are following this light around the bog.
Yes.
The light is moving to where the trees are getting sparser. Eventually, if you keep
User
following it,
disconnected from your
you
channel.
find a field where people are working. The light, as soon as it leaves the forest, dissipates, and you see there's a little village out there. Field on the other field between you and it, cultivating with what you think might be barley.
Okay, I kind of hang out in the bushes to kind of check out this village, try to see what they're up to.
You are not spotted. It looks like, now that you're out of the trees, it looks like it's morning. Very early. The villagers are just about to get going and doing their morning chores. There's a couple guys going out to the fields. They've got buckets of water on their shoulder, and they're just gonna pour it into troughs to water the cattle. There's a butcher. You can tell that he has killed an animal recently because there's blood outside of his shop.
Right.
There's basically just town stuff.
They're a
going
farming
on.
community.
Yes.
All right. I tried to make my way back by marking, with little pebbles along the way, trying to make it back to the grove where we were.
You turn around and try to figure out where the light led you, but aside from the bog, you have no idea where anything is in this forest.
Oh.
So you're just gonna go into the village, I guess. Or not. You can just run in a random direction and see what happens.
I can.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna leave my stick behind, this sharpened stick or whatever. I'm going to walk into the village.
As you approach, a boy sees you. He is just holds very still and stares at you. And then he runs back into the village.
I try to find the closest adult to talk to him.
As you approach, a couple of the adults who are tending about 20 horses, the adults, they look at you, and then they say, "Are you the hero?"
I'd say no, I was the guy who got attacked by a boar. It ran off my party. The hero was probably there.
I was the one attacked by the boar.
Whatever. They look at you and say, "Well, that doesn't mean you can't be the hero. The queen promised us the hero would be here soon."
Yeah, you really want me to be this hero guy, huh? Alright. I guess I'm the hero then.
Alright. Please
I
follow
kinda
us,
get
sir.
I kinda get like a little El Dorado feeling, like it's tough to be a god.
So they're going to turn
Like,
and walk
alright,
into the
well,
village.
either I'm gonna be their hero or else they're gonna decapitate me or whatever, so.
Alright, are you following them into the interior of the
Yeah.
village? Cursed, your turn.
Is it day yet? Or can I see light?
I'm sorry, Cursed. What's going on?
Am I able to see it? Like, is it getting light out?
It is getting progressively lighter, though the bottom of the forest floor is still rather dark due to all the tree cover.
I'm going to attempt to find something to make a light source with so I can see.
What are you trying to do there?
Just trying to see.
But
Is that
how are
kind
you
of-
going to go about doing it? Describe it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna find stuff to make a torch with, or a fire, or something.
What exactly are you looking for?
Well, workable wood, and maybe some flint or something. Just something. I'm dazed and confused in the forest with mud all over my face.
As you scrounge around for anything that looks like flint, which I'm assuming you have no idea what flint looks like,
User left your
You-
channel.
hear a laugh in the woods, a woman's laugh. If you try to find the source of it, you see a woman sitting in a tree branch about 30 feet off the ground, and she's wearing a green dress. And she's just laughing at you.
I asked the woman what's so funny.
She drops off her tree branch and lands squarely on her feet, and then she runs up to you and grabs your arm in her elbow and just pulls on you as hard as she can. You're going with her.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good at all. Well, I don't really know what to do at this point.
Are you
Kinda being
resisting the
dra-
pull, or are you going with it?
I'm gonna try to resist it.
You
Get away from me,
pull
lady!
her. She fails utterly to pull you anywhere, and she falls flat on her back as she tries to yank on you. Fernox, what's up?
I guess I'm surprised about what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
That the water kind of attacked me or whatever. But I stand up, put on my clothes, and I guess I wonder where the others went, and look around and see if I can see any like tracks from
There
them
is
or anything.
no sign of where they went. They're disappeared.
So, what's around me now?
You're in a grove. There's a pool of water in the center of it, and light green grass all around it. At the edge of the grove is a barrier of trees, almost solid. The only real break is the packed dirt path that leads out.
I guess I'll follow that dirt path.
Okay, you're following the dirt path. You quickly leave the forested area, and you are now in an area of grassy, rolling hills. Cursed, what you doing?
Remembering that I still had my fucking elemental powers this whole time.
Yeah.
Wait, we have powers?
They were carried in from the last game.
Oh.
Is the girl on the ground now, or what is she doing at the moment?
Wait, it was Fernox's. I skipped a turn. I'm sorry, Renegade. They were leading you into the village interior. You are following them. They take you to a fairly humble-looking shrine, where a tapestry depicting a woman cloaked in fire is hanging. Below this tapestry is a very old, sickly man, and he's laying there.
User disconnected from your channel.
And the people say to you, "Hero, our elder is dying.
User joined
He's
your
been
channel.
poisoned. We need you to avenge him."
Have you already done everything that you can to help the elder? I mean, I'm pretty sure that I could, save him if I knew what was up.
The queen says he was poisoned by the sun.
Oh, that's not good. I would ask by his son or by the son?
The sun, they point up in the
Oh.
sun.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have been out so long working the fields.
They just look at you and say, "What else would he do?"
I don't know what you want me to do against the sun.
Well, go to the queen's castle and ask her how you can help.
Alright. I guess I'll indulge these guys for a little longer. They seem kind of crazy to me.
They open the chest that's in the altar, and they pull out a sword.
Oh shit.
The sword is dripping magma.
Oh,
Yeah. Careful where you swing that thing.
Alright.
And they tell you, the sword will show you the way.
I'm sorry, alright. Alright, so I guess I grabbed the sword, and is there any other equipment in the chest?
No, just the sword.
Alright, well then I guess I grabbed the sword, I thank the people.
Oh, they
I
also
asked
give
if,
you a sheath so it doesn't drip magma in their village.
I asked if I can get a quick meal or some rations to, hold me over.
They
Hero's
bring
gotta
you
eat.
a bowl of rice.
Well, I guess it's better than nothing.
So you're gonna sit down and eat the rice with them?
I guess I'll make some rice cakes.
Awesome. Curse, what's going on in your world?
Using my son remembrance of elemental powers, I hope to God that I'm still powerful enough to use the earth to sink her in the ground, except for her head, so I can keep her trapped and finally ask her who the hell she is and why is she laughing.
You sink her feet to the ground, into the ground to her ankles. And she's just gonna pull at her feet. Then, she's going to look at you like, you're disgusting. And then she's going to turn into a tree.
I'm back.
I ask myself what drugs was I on recently, and then I use a fire
She's up in the
ability
tree again.
to.
She's
She's up
laughing
in
at
the
you.
tree. I thought she was the tree. Well, I'm going to use a little bit of fire on the tree, so get her to stop laughing at least. Not a lot, just a little spark or so. Maybe
Exactly
get
what
your
are you
branch.
doing? Describe it
Just get-
exactly.
Setting fire to the tree without killing anyone, as in just enough to scare her off of the tree, hopefully.
Where do you
You
blank?
shoot a light gout of flame at the base of the tree. She disappears in front of your eyes. No laughter, just dead silence. You feel that the entire forest is watching you.
Oh no.
Vernox, your turn.
Hmm.
You're in the
So
Rolling
where-
Hills area.
So, what do I see anything over here?
Not really. You don't see any wildlife or trees beyond the forest. It's just a rolling hills, dark green grass, and the dirt path is leading up through the hills.
I guess I'll keep on following the path then.
As you follow the path, once you get to the crest of one of the hills, you see a circle of mushrooms in the middle of which is a pile of rocks.
I walk up to the mushrooms. I grab one and inspect it.
So you're pulling up a mushroom.
Yes.
The second you pull up one mushroom, all the other mushrooms in the area just shrink into the ground. They're all gone now.
Jeez.
And the one in your hand disappears.
Huh.
The ground around where the pile of stones is steadily turning black and spreading out.
Okay. What, is it closing in on me, or?
No, it's just slowly creeping out, like a couple centimeters per minute. Very slowly.
Okay, I guess I'll like walk backwards a bit and watch what's happening.
The creep of blackness is not threatening. It's just creeping very slowly, but easily discernible.
Well.
What are you guys doing?
This is random RP.
Oh,
Yes.
are you recording it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
I
just
somehow
quiet.
think my soap might be useful here.
Alright, what are you doing exactly with your soap?
I give it to the creepy
User
dark
left
stuff.
your channel.
So you're
Like a
just gonna
leisure
set
suit
it
for
down on
game.
top of the black creep.
Yeah.
You set it down? The black creep is going unabated. It has not been affected.
Oh.
Renegade, your turn.
Alright, I'm thinking that these people are legit nuts because if they think I'm gonna try to fight the sun, that's kind of weird. Alright, so I'm traveling with these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of them are there that I'm traveling with?
Oh wait, no, none of them are traveling with you. They just gave you a sword.
Oh, they just gave me a sword and told me to go find the queen.
The sword would guide you.
Do I have to listen to the sword?
You don't necessarily. However, the sword is, if you hold it in your hand, the sword is tugging very gently in a very specific direction, towards a mountain.
I guess if I have to. Alright. I guess if the sword wants to go, I'll listen to it.
And you thought the villagers were crazy. Alright, you're going towards the mountains. You arrive away from the plains area, and you're now in the grassy hills area. You think
Kinda
you
feel
see
like-
a humanoid figure on top of one of the hills.
I kind of
Cursed.
feel like Han Solo following the crazy Jedi people into the abyss.
Cursed, it's your turn.
Well, I will continue wandering, still confused about what exactly just happened. How late is it now?
It is about as light as it's going to get all day inside the forest. However, if you continue wandering, you arrive at the bog area where it's significantly darker. Going across the border in there?
Yes. How big is this bog?
You have no idea. It extends as far as you see, which is not very far because it's a
Well,
bog. It's foggy and full
Is
of
there
trees.
any decently sized branches around? One that can hold in a single hand?
On a tree or on the ground?
Just on the ground.
There is a 2-foot long branch that has fallen to the ground.
I will convert the branch into a torch using my fire ability.
Alright, you're just gonna light the end of the branch on fire. It is a
Yep.
very wet branch, but eventually you do manage to get it to light and cast a bit of light. You do
Well-
realize that the light spell is part of evocation magic. You can just cast light, like, you know Mage Light in Skyrim?
Okay, I wasn't clarify because I thought you just meant the 4 elements. Yes, I know what Mage Light is.
So yeah, you could just stick a Mage Light on top of, or just cast Candlelight.
Maybe I want to be traditional. Very well, I will douse the fire and cast Mage Light.
Alright. Where are you casting Mage Light?
On the end of the stick.
Okay, you're sticking it on the stick. You have a torch that it will easily light 30 feet around you.
Awesome.
You are a beacon in the darkness.
I'm going to just wander around, see what I can find. Along the marsh, or bog, blah.
Okay, you're wandering in the barg. You find something next turn. Vernox, what's going on?
Next turn, I like that.
Alright. I'm just gonna walk past the black stuff and
You are avoiding it.
yes, continue my journey.
Okay. I would like to note it is about an hour to noon in your universe.
Okay.
So, Vernox, you're heading down the path. You eventually find a fairly blasted landscape. You're wearing shoes at the moment, right?
Socks only.
Alright, you feel the heat of the ground through your socks.
Hmm.
Yes. Do you to continue going down the dirt path?
Sure. Yeah.
Eventually your feet are going to start getting blistered from the heat of the ground.
That sucks.
So I'm assuming you want to turn back as soon as you notice blisters forming on your feet.
There's no other path, is there?
Nope.
I guess I'll go back.
Okay, Renegade. The humanoid figure you thought you saw has gone off to your right towards the mountain that you're heading towards.
Shit, that
What
must
do
be
you
the
do
hero. Alright. I don't know. I guess the sooner I can shut the sword up, the sooner it can be mine so I could slay some boars. So I guess I'm gonna listen to it and go where it tells me to go.
As you approach the mountain, you notice the landscape becoming blackened. You find Fernox. He is standing at the edge of the blackened area, holding his foot.
What's a Fernox?
That's me.
Oh, okay. I'm basically looking at him and I'm like, hey, check out this cool sword these crazy villagers got me.
Hmm.
Can shoot magma and stuff.
What, have you tried it?
No, but you know.
Do you know where we are yet?
No, but this thing's trying to tell me to go somewhere, and it's actually kind of annoying. So, you know, the sooner we do whatever it wants to do, the sooner I can just have it to do my bidding. And look, I got rice cakes.
Sweet.
I assume you both share some rice cakes.
Yes.
Cursed.
And so I go over with my plan about how I'm just going to tackle the mountain, the elder, and how I have to defeat the sun inside the mountain somehow.
Cursed.
Yes.
You have found a large hole in the ground. It is about 20 meters wide and 10 meters tall. It's a pretty big hole.
Hmm.
There is a red light and heat coming from inside of it.
Now, my first thing is a question. You said evocation magic, yes?
Yes?
Isn't that conjuration?
No.
Because I looked up the term while I was waiting, and it actually references
You
conjuration.
with my definitions, okay?
Okay. Okay. Well, I throw the torch down there as a flare.
Something roars from inside the cave, and you feel the ground shake underneath you. A draconic head on a long serpentine neck
Oh,
shoots
God.
out of the hole, and then it arches back down and looks directly at you. You now are looking at a draconic eye that's the size of your entire body.
Other.
Who dares?
Uh, I didn't know you lived down there. Dragon, sir, demon. I'm lost. Seek guidance.
Guidance. That is not my prerogative. What is my prerogative is the
It's
destruction
the
of
dragon of
all
William Shatner.
intruders.
Well, my prerogative is I'm going to get the hell out of here and let you keep doing what you're doing.
I'm assuming you're running like a little girl now.
Well, seeing as I can't call a fucking river anymore, yes.
He watches you go. You think you see him smile as his serpentine head snakes back into the hole.
Well, I'm now torchless again, and I try to find some kind of decipherable source of light or just something to guide me.
It's noon. As
Well, I meant
the
like a
exact
landmark.
time of noon comes, the light, wherever you are, all three of you, becomes blinding for a moment. As it fades, a woman in yellow is standing in front of you.
Who? All three of us?
Yes, all three of you. Fernox and Renegade. Which one of you? Fernox gets to speak first to the woman.
Wait. So, but
User
Cursed
joined your
is
channel.
far away.
Yeah,
is he
So
not?
there's two women? Is that what we're
Maybe.
saying?
Hello. Who are you?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Zero, I ask you to mute yourself so that you do not interact with this particular mission. You'll understand soon enough. The woman in yellow says to you, Fernox, "Hello. I am the aspect of the sun."
Okay, so I should move to another room then.
No, you can listen. Just mute yourself so you remove the temptation of interacting.
Ah, okay, no worries.
Are you the one that Renegade talked about?
Unfortunately, yes. My sister of fire has chosen to abandon the old ways, and she now seeks to destroy me.
Wait. So there's one for the sun and one for fire? Whoa.
Renegade, you saying anything?
Am I sensing any kind of
You
warmth from
are
this
next
girl?
to Fernox eating rice cakes when this woman in yellow shows up.
Yeah. Is there like heat radiating off of her body?
No, just light.
Is she hot?
Yes.
Like smokingly hot?
Yes, she looks like Leona in League of Legends.
Ooh, alright. Well, Alright, so I guess I'd say, man, that's terrible. You know, she pissed off a lot of villagers, since she pretty much just killed their elder.
If one dies for the benefit of many, what of it?
I don't know, she's your sister?
Yes, and she agreed to this, that this would be the way it was a long time ago.
So you have no love lost for her.
I have only sympathy and sadness.
Oh. Sorry. That
But
sucks.
you
What do you want us
must
to do
not
about it?
allow her to carry through with her plan, or she will kill me.
Oh, okay.
We were actually sent here to kill you.
I know. I hoped that my appeal would soften your heart.
I wasn't.
This is all the time I have left. I am sorry. Goodbye, hero.
No, wait,
And she
come
just
back.
fades.
Wait, we were
Cursed.
gonna kill you.
I wasn't.
Yes.
It is now your turn to have a conversation with this woman in yellow.
Well, hello. Will you actually talk to me, or will you harass me like the other ones did?
Aww.
Please forgive my sister of the forest. She is a flippant sort.
And you would be?
I am the aspect of the sun.
The sun. How intriguing. But like you don't look like the sun.
I chose this form so that we could speak, if only for a minute.
What would you wish to speak about?
My sister of fire. She is attempting to kill me, and that dragon, points, is going to help her do it.
Well, what do you want
User
me to do
disconnected
about it?
from your channel.
You must find the grave of the hero Olaf and recover his equipment. Then, you must empower it with the powers of my sisters. Finally, you must slay the dragon.
Well, that sounds fine and dandy. I have no equipment, no idea where to go, and most of all,
Go
I'm
to the
starving.
grove and follow the path. A light just comes down out of the sky and illuminates a winding path into the forest.
Well, seeing as the drugs seem to have not went off yet, I guess I will just do as you say.
Thank you, hero. She fades off.
I kind of playfully smack Fernox across the head, saying, "You can't tell every girl that comes our way that you're gonna kill him."
Was that not what we were supposed to do?
No. She was bitching about her sister.
So how do you know it's not a trap?
I don't, but dude, she's hot.
The ultimate persuasion.
Hmm. Can I remember stuff from previous?
Yes.
I can.
Yes.
So can I remember that I imagined to get stuff when Elvis Presley ripped off my wings?
Yes.
All right. I tried to imagine. I have that sword Renegade has.
It doesn't work.
Oh.
I have the sword that Renegade has.
Alright, I'm just gonna say it's Renegade's turn, then we'll go to Kirsten for an oct, okay?
Alright.
Oh.
I guess since the aspect of the sun basically told me that I can't let her sister do whatever she's wanting to do, I guess I gotta kill her sister. Which kind of sucks, because I know that now we're never gonna date.
Okay, the sword is still tugging you into the
Yeah,
mountain area.
and I'm following this thing. I'm kind of wondering how long it's gonna take.
Okay, Fernox, are you going to follow Renegade with his sword?
Sure.
As you guys go onto the place where Fernox remembers his feet started blistering, you are covered in a shield of fire, both of you, and neither one of you feels any heat from the ground or from the shield.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes. Cursed, are you following this light trail back to the grove?
Seeing as I have nothing better to do, yes.
Alright, you make it back to the grove. Are you following the dirt path?
Yes.
I'm allowing you 2 movement spaces and then 1 turn because you're behind a little.
I've figured that out by now.
Alright, you have made the rolling green hills. Renegade and Fernox. You come over the top of one of the hills and you see below you a obsidian castle with 100-foot high walls and a 200-foot tall keep. It is surrounded by a moat of molten magma. And the drawbridge is not down.
Oh, of course it wouldn't be.
Yes.
Moat, you say? Well, I says to Fernox to pretty much build these things so that nobody can get in whenever the drawbridge is up. But I have an idea.
I got in, but I'm not telling how.
Yes, Zero, please do not interact with the players as they go through the scenario you just completed.
Okay.
But I have an idea. I look
Yes.
for any trees that I can jump from.
There are no trees. It's a blasted, wasted landscape.
Damn it. Okay, I'm all out of ideas.
Maybe the sword is the key, since that's what has brought us here.
All it does is shoot magma, though. How am I supposed to use that to get us across?
Burn the moat.
But it's. Well, I guess. I take the sword and I hold it
The
right
second
over
you
the.
draw the sword,
No, I don't.
the
draw
drawbridge
the sword.
lowers.
Oh,
Told
okay,
you.
I guess that's cool. I was just gonna, melt the water until it's
magma.
made a path, but
The
well, I mean,
moat
if
is
it's
made of
magma,
magma.
but if it comes into contact with the water, then whatever.
Water
Drawbridge
from
lowers.
where?
You said it was a moat.
Yes, that was filled with lava.
Oh, I thought it was water. All right, never mind. Drawbridge
Yeah.
lowers.
Okay, so you two are heading for the drawbridge. Cursed,
Yes.
as you enter the the grassy hills area, you see that the sun is sinking much more quickly than it should, and it is growing and becoming red.
Well, I'm going to just keep heading in the general direction that I'm going.
As you crest a hill, you find a pile of rocks with blackness emanating from it.
And the soap.
It's just creeping along the ground.
I attempt to pick up one of the rocks and throw it at the black, just to see if anything
The
happens.
blackness is emanating from the rocks. And when you pick up a rock, you uncover a skeletal, a skull just sitting there.
I attempt to examine the skull.
The skull appears to have been split down the middle by a blunt impact.
I remove the skull from the ground.
Okay.
And I attempt to reconfigure the rocks if they are big enough into a path so I may cross over the blackness.
As you move the rocks, you find a chainmail shirt that is just slightly green, like it was oxidized copper, but it's plainly made of iron bands. And a spear, the spear tip is just glowing red, faintly. And now that you have uncovered the spear tip, you can see that the spear tip is the source from which the blackness is emanating.
I, in my stupid nature, pick up the spear and the armor.
Alright. The armor melds around your body and puts itself on because it's magic.
Awesome.
The spear does not really do anything, but the second you lift it off of the ground, the blackness recedes.
Awesome.
Alright, Renegade and Fernox. You are in the castle courtyard. You see that there are various cannons and catapults and siege equipments of various descriptions, armor racks and armoriness. And in front of you is a very large, jet black stone door leading into the keep.
Alright, I guess I start walking towards the armor racks and make sure that I gear up.
Renegade is now wearing a breastplate, and he has a iron shield.
Is there a breastplate stretcher nearby?
There's
I'm just kidding. That was a Game of Thrones
Fernox,
reference.
what are you doing?
Waiting for him.
Alright, you're not gonna gear up or anything?
Nah. I'm the silly companion that doesn't do anything. I just follow
He's
him around.
Samwise.
Huh?
No, that would be Frodo.
Samwise does a lot more than Frodo does.
Anyways, so you guys are at the door of the keep. Are you going to open it?
Yeah, I guess I'll give it a shove.
The door swings open easily. At the end of a long, dark hall sits a woman on a high throne. She is glowing red, and she has a large crown. But where the crown is touching her head, the gold is becoming molten and dripping a little. She calls out to you, "Hero, it is high time you got here. What took you?"
Well, I've gone through crazy villagers, and your sister was kind of hot. She still wants me to kill you, though, so that's kind of what's gonna happen now.
Her face hardens.
I
Mhm.
bet.
The doors, which you are still standing in between, slam shut and knock you out into the courtyard.
Wait, what? I thought I was in the. I was in the
You
throne
just
room.
opened the doors and
Oh.
told her you were going to kill her. Now the doors are shut. So yeah,
What
that
are the doors
happened.
made of?
The doors are
Details,
made of
details,
obsidian.
details.
Doors are made of what?
Obsidian.
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 Huh.
Volcanic glass.
Well, I mean, if it's just made of glass, I guess I'm gonna try to shatter it
With your sword?
with my shield.
The shield shatters when it comes into contact with the door.
But it's iron!
Yeah, that's magic for you.
Oh. I guess I go to try to find another shield.
There's several of them around.
I guess I take my sword and I try to bash it open.
The sword sticks into the door and then absorbs into it.
Nice.
Oh, that
Nice
sucks.
work. Nice work, Renegade.
I guess I go grab another sword.
You have a rusty iron sword.
Damn it! Even in the future, nothing works. No?
Alright, I
fucked.
assume you guys are going to
Wow.
continue breaking gear against the door for the rest of your turn.
No. After I lose the super magic sword, I guess we just kind of turn back. Well, I'm gonna turn back. Fuck that.
Alright, you're leaving. As soon as you're out of the drawbridge, it just
No, I'm gonna stay
retracts.
in the castle.
Alright,
can-
Vernox is staying in the castle.
All right, see ya.
The drawbridge raises behind you, Renegade.
All right.
Oh, and the ground is extremely hot under your feet. Your feet are blistering now.
But I thought I grabbed the armor.
Yeah,
With
but it was the
boots.
sword that was protecting you from the heat.
Well, how are my feet blistering if I have boots?
Because it burnt through your boots.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, Cursed, what's going on?
I'm continuing along the path.
You are heading towards the mountains or towards the forest with your kit?
Well, the mountains, I guess. But before I do that, I decided to test out my spear a little, see what that black stuff was coming out of it,
So you're
and if I
what are
can
you doing
generate more
exactly?
of it. Kind of jabbing around at the air, twirling it around for a couple seconds.
It leaves sparks in the air from the spearhead when you swing it, and when you stab at the ground, little fires light. However, they are quickly put out because this is a well-watered grassy hill area.
Well, I will head towards the mountains.
Heading towards the mountains. You come to the part where it's blasted in black. You see a guy running towards you. He is picking up his feet gingerly as he's running down the mountainside. It's Renegade.
Yeah, I'm Bolton at this
I-
point.
Well, I first attempt to help him get off of the ground, I guess.
Alright. The
But the
thing
question is, are my
it's
feet
uncomfortably hot
affected?
under your feet, too.
Yeah, okay.
I run right past him. I'm like, see ya, dude.
So I assume you both stop in the grassy hills area.
Yeah, cool off her feet.
Wait up. Wait. I run after him and attempt to communicate because he's the first person I've seen in a long time.
Renegade sits when he gets to the grassy area and catches his breath, holding his feet.
Hello?
I guess I kind of show him the cool sword that I got.
Except
along with
it's
the
gone now.
Shield.
The sword's gone now, though.
You
Why
never
is it
picked up a
gone?
second shield. You stabbed the door with it and it absorbed your sword.
Yeah, but then I said I picked up another sword.
It's a
Yeah, it was
rusty
a
iron
rusty
sword.
sword.
Yeah.
It's really
Cool.
lame.
Cool. Cool.
I
show
don't care.
him-
I can still stab game with it.
I show him the now what I'm going to call Spear of Sparks.
Why do you call it that?
Shows him the sparking it makes when I stab at the air.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it also seems to set fires if I hit the ground, but pretty wet right now. So what were you doing out in the middle of what I'm assuming is hell?
Just crazy people, man. Don't ask.
Can you show me these crazy people? I've not eaten in ages.
Yeah, if you want to go back across
Renegade,
the
you
barren
do have rice
wastelands of
cakes.
burning feet. What?
You do have rice cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
He said he was hungry.
Yeah, but I'm conversing, dude.
Yeah, I said I was hungry.
Oh, okay. Well, here, I'd give him a rice cake. Chow down on.
Eats the rice cake. Well,
User
this.
joined your channel.
You know anything
Anyways.
about a yellow lady? She said something about Fire Queen, dragon.
Yeah, she wanted me to kill her sister or whatever, but that didn't really pan out as I was
Well,
hoping it would.
since we can't go that way, I'm gonna take the best bet and probably double back to where I assume the dragon to be, and then we can get that situation taken care of.
User left your channel.
Renegade knows not of a dragon.
She told me that besides the queen, there was a dragon in a hole, really big, eyeballs bigger than me. Long story.
Are you crazy? How are we gonna take down a dragon? All we've got is this dinky little sword and a shield and your little sparky spark.
I'm wearing chainmail.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that dragon's teeth and claws were impervious to chainmail.
I'm a lot better surviving than you are. Also, I'm magical. Seems to
Alright.
show a little demonstration of his powers as
Well,
the
then
turn
let's go
ends.
take on the dragon then, I'd say laughing, thinking to myself, as soon as this guy gets swallowed whole, I'm gonna bolt.
Hey, I walked through the door with you. I'm just as confused as you are.
I'm thinking this, I don't say it out loud.
I know, I was out of character.
Alright.
I guess that's the end of the turn then, I'm assuming.
So you're headed back down the dirt path.
Sure, why not?
Alright.
I guess I'll indulge.
Vernox, what are you doing in this castle courtyard?
Well, I assume the door is still shut.
The door is shut solid. You can see that it is actually expanded, and so it's not even showing a crack down the middle.
Well, what is around here?
It's a courtyard that goes all the way around the castle. There's equipment and siege weapons and battering rams and cannons.
I assume nothing of this works on that door.
Well, you
But-
can try.
Is there a bell?
A bell?
Yeah, like to the door. A
Um,
doorbell.
Sure, there is a doorbell. It is a modern design with a little plastic button to the right of the door.
Nice. I ring the doorbell.
Ding dong. The little intercom says, "Didn't I kill you already?"
Kill me?
Oh, this is housekeeping!
Why
User
would you
joined
kill
your
me?
channel.
You were going to kill me, right?
That was that other dude. I just followed him around. I don't even know what I am doing here.
Long silence.
So yeah.
Whatever. The doors open of their own accord.
So, do you know what I'm supposed to do here?
Well, I could ask you to prevent your friends from meddling in my business.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that you are walking down the hall towards the Queen's throne.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. At about 20 feet away, a wall of fire blocks your path, just allowing you to see over it at her. And she stands as she addresses you. So, I'm in the market for a new hero. Gonna take it?
What are the rewards for being a hero?
Power over fire.
I take it.
She smiles. Very good. She lowers the wall of flame and goes to a door to her right. Are you going to follow her?
Sure.
She walks up a long circular spiral staircase to the roof of the palace, where a phoenix is waiting. And on an armor rack, there are jet black Daedric armor and a warhammer.
Nice.
Nice
Arm
Skyrim
yourself,
reference.
Alright, I arm myself.
User joined your channel.
Does anyone here play Guild Wars 2, by the way?
No.
Used to, don't anymore. Please don't interrupt.
No.
So,
No.
User joined your channel.
she introduces her phoenix. This is my
User
phoenix.
left your channel.
If you get him killed, I'll kill you. Have fun.
Wait, so is he gonna follow me around?
No, she smiles. The phoenix nips at the back of your armor and then puts you on his back, and then takes off.
Okay. Okay.
So, cursed. I'm lumping you
Wait,
and Renegade's turn into the
But
same
before
group.
you end,
Okay?
what about my hyena?
The
don't get to do
hyena
none
is at
of
the
this.
courtyard, just sort of staring at the door you just went through.
Oh my god, he's a dumbass.
He's really dumb. Cursed. I'm assuming that you and Renegade are effectively a party now.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to lump your terms together. Cursed, what are you doing?
Party is
you
a
arrive at the
strong
pool.
word.
User left your channel.
Well, as I go back towards, I'm pretty much just essentially backtracking the entire way I came, heading straight in the
User
opposite
left your
direction that
channel.
I was walking, in hopes of finding the dragon, seeing as that is half of the
But-
situation.
Are you going to do anything at the pool?
User joined your channel.
I'm probably gonna stab my spear in it, seeing as
User
I could
joined
probably
your
melt the
channel.
ice if it's still there.
The ice is not there.
I'm
What is
still gonna
there?
stab it.
Is the woman. She catches your spear in her hand and touches the tip with her fingertip and pricks herself. The spear, she and the pond explodes into steam, which then flows into the tip of the spear. The spear is now constantly slick with water, and
User
it
left your
is.
channel.
It glows with a pale blue light.
I just changed its element essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, did I kill her or did I just?
Nobody knows. Renegade, you watch the water lady go into the spear. What do you do now?
I guess I kind of indulge him and be like, wow, your ability to chase off women is absolutely astonishing.
God damn. I hit an attack right before he said what it was, so I'm just like, oh well. Well, now that the water's gone, I guess we can see what was under there.
It's mud.
Well, I'll hit you with the spear next, if that's what you want, Renegade.
Oh no, don't hit me with your pointy stick. Meanwhile, I just walk off to go find something meaty to eat.
Hello.
Well, I guess I will head backtrack even more, and find the dragon.
Alright, you are going down the direction you think the dragon is. Renegade, are you following him?
Is he not gonna give me time to go get a meal?
Nope.
Alright, well then I guess I'm following him.
Alright, Fernox, you are on the Phoenix. The phoenix has quickly taken you to the forest.
Hmm. Can the phoenix talk?
The phoenix has not yet spoken, that's all you know.
I assume it can talk, so I ask it, what am I doing here?
The phoenix does not respond. The phoenix swoops down and lands in a muddy air clearing of the plain. The mud instantly dries as the phoenix approaches.
Okay.
So, do you dismount the phoenix?
I guess so.
Cursed, from where you and Renegade stand, you can see that a phoenix has landed where the pool was, and a demonic warrior has dismounted.
Now is he
This
wearing?
just never stops, does it?
Well,
I just want a decent meal.
Who are you,
Oh!
Sokka?
maybe we can eat some phoenix. Because that clearly looks like something that will attack us in the future, and knowing how most role-playing plots go, I think it's in our best interest to attack first.
Alright.
So, do you have a weapon, Sil?
Yeah, I have a rusty ass iron sword.
Well, I guess we're going in.
Hello.
Hey, Teamspeak user. We're recording here, please be polite. So, Cursed, you and Renegade are going in. Right?
Sure. Well, I'm not going in. My sword is still sheathed. I'm just watching what he does.
Cursed, you are aware that Renegade has no intention to go in.
User left your channel.
Yes, and I go back and slightly whisper "no balls" as I run in.
Okay. Fernox, you see a man who you recognize by his face to be Curse running at you. He's got a chain shirt, and he's got a spear that is glowing with a pale blue light.
Hmm. Can I control fire now?
Maybe.
Hmm. What was the weapon I got?
You got a giant warhammer.
A what warhammer?
A giant warhammer.
Oh. I guess I'm here to kill them, I think to myself. Because she wanted me to get them out of business or something. So I rushed towards him too with my giant warhammer.
Beginning combat.
Yeah.
Fernox dies. He impales himself on the spear. Critical fail.
Ha!
What? What?
So yes, Daedric Warrior is twitching on the end of your spear, Cursed.
Is there anything I can do to save him?
No, he's pretty dead.
Well,
The phoenix is just looking at you,
Wait a minute.
and then it takes off and leaves.
Wait a minute.
I try to splash some water on the phoenix and hoping
The
I can
phoenix
knock
is
it
gone
down.
and there's no water around.
Damn.
Wait a minute.
Well-
The Daedric guy dies?
Yes! He rolled a critical failure and impaled himself on the spear. Like,
Wait,
I didn't
you know,
even
I thought
roll
that-
what Curse
I
would
thought that
do.
he had a
Fernox
warhammer.
just failed.
Hmm.
I thought that he had
Well-
a warhammer.
He did.
Okay,
He
It
just
was
managed to impale
Fernox's
himself on the spear.
attack, and he fucked
Mm.
up. Alright, so I call Renegade over, and then we're gonna loot this corpse.
There's a warhammer on it, and armor. If you try to pick up the warhammer, it burns your fingers.
What about the armor? I need to give Renegade something so he can man up.
The armor is crackling and flaking off in the wind. Now that its wearer is dead.
Is there anything else on him?
Nope.
Rice cakes?
Well, he's got a rice cake.
No, like, message or note from the queen or anything?
Nope. She just sent a warrior who critically failed.
Well,
Embarrassing.
it, I'm gonna call a renegade over and tell him if he can identify this person.
Okay, I'll be
I
right
look
back.
at him and
Go get
I
some
was
more
like,
coffee.
yeah, he was in the closet with us.
He was?
Yeah.
Wasn't he traveling with a dog or something though?
What?
Didn't he have a dog or some kind of animal with him?
I mean, I guess. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just hungry, which I still am.
Well, seeing as I've probably a badass now,
Like, even at this point, Fernox is looking pretty good to me.
well, if I walk in this direction and I don't look, he's all yours.
I think I mull it over in my head. And I'm like, nah, I wouldn't even know where to start cutting.
User
So
joined your channel.
Well, I guess we're gonna go on and meet the dragon, and then after that we'll kill some animals.
There's
Yeah.
a dragon in modern day times now?
let's go get the
No,
dragon.
this is an entirely different scenario.
Damn it. I
May-
missed out.
May I ask something?
Yes, Vernox.
Can I dispatch my spirit and try to possess my hyena?
No.
Why not?
Do
think the
you
DM
want
says
to
no,
lick
that means
your own
no.
butt? Is that what you want? 'Cause
Yes.
that's what the hyena is doing right now.
Yes.
Okay. You are a hyena and your
You
tongue
begin
tastes
licking
like
your
butt.
own butt.
Hmm. I'm alive.
Alright,
But
now
you
you have to
wouldn't be able to-
roleplay the derpiest hyena of all time ever.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Wait. I
Okay.
thought,
So, Kirsten and Renegade are heading off towards where they think the dragon might be. They get to the border of the bog.
I start discussing with him that that whole thing with the Daedric thing. That was like a 1 in a million thing.
Well, to be honest, I was gonna stab him in the eye, but I didn't expect him to slip. Well, maybe the enemy's not so bad. I mean, if that's our champion, then well, I guess it's gonna be pretty easy then.
I digress.
How
You
so?
have come to the giant hole in the ground that's just shooting sparks and red light.
Renegade, could you find me a decent sized stick? I'm going to mage light and throw it down this hole again.
Okay. So I find him a stick.
Yep, you can find him a stick.
Alright, I find him a stick.
I will cast mage light on the tip of it.
And you're gonna chuck
That's
it?
what she said.
No.
Oh, come
You're
on,
gonna
that
chuck
works.
this thing?
What?
You're gonna chuck this mage light stick into the hole.
That's what I did last time.
Alright, this time, you are greeted with a gigantic gout of fire that comes through, just channeled out
Motherfucker.
of the hole. You singe your eyebrows, but you are otherwise unharmed. You both now look very surprised.
We were looking for the dragon.
The dragon's coming. The entire earth shudders. A sudden, like something banged its head against the wall really hard. You're both thrown to your butts. So, yes, the dragon is coming.
I
I'm
asked,
on my butt.
Yeah,
You're both
I
on your
asked the fire god, and you are. Well,
What?
we're waiting for the dragon to show up. You said there was like a fire god, or was it just a large fire?
It's just the large fire that came out of
Oh.
the hole.
Because you said fire god first. And I was like,
No, I didn't.
oh, I must have heard you then. Oh, well, I guess I get back up on my feet and get prepared.
The dragon shoots out of the hole, but he doesn't stop with just his head this time. His whole body and the ground around you is deforming, and the dragon's body erupts from all over the place. There is now 100 by 100 foot hole in the ground where the dragon's coming out. And he's still coming out. And finally he's through, in the air, and he spreads his wings to their full extent and blots out the red sun.
Okay, so I'm near the bog, right?
Yeah, you're in the bog.
How much water is in this bog?
About equal 50-50 water land.
I
How
look at
deep?
him as like your
is
move,
there
dude.
enough? I'm tempting to just douse him out with water, something to cripple his wings.
He's 100 feet in the air.
How much range do I have on my elemental powers?
Not as much as you once did.
Well, I guess I will resort to the last defense I have, and that is mental prowess. So, Dragon, I have a challenge for you.
Speak.
We are going to hold a bit of a wager here. Now, I was told that you work for a certain Fire Queen.
She is the queen.
Now, what is stopping you from taking power over the Queen? As I had just killed her greatest champion.
Then you shall die. He's diving.
I ready my spear in order to strike him square in the face.
I'm
not
taking
getting
off
that
into
close.
the woods.
Okay, Renegade's just bolting.
Well,
He
I guess
dives.
that I'll...
He dive bombs you.
Shit.
You're insta-gibbed.
Lol.
Yes, Cursed. You are dead now.
So,
Because
all we have left
gigantic gout of
is
flame
Iron
that
Sword,
burns
no
the entire
balls.
bog section.
We're saved.
Meanwhile, I sniff my ass.
So all we have left is Snowball's McRusty sword.
Pretty much. The sun is almost setting. It is gigantic now, like half the horizon is covered by the sun. It is a deep, dark red. And it just looks like the entire
User
landscape's
entered
been
your
painted
channel.
with blood now. Renegade,
Well-
last man standing, what do you do?
I look for something to eat.
You look for something to eat? You manage
Yep.
to catch a rabbit and stick it with your sword? You now have raw rabbit.
Alright.
Are you going to find a still burning fire somewhere in the bog and cook it on it?
I'll make my own.
Alright,
It's not good
Charred
until you make your own.
corpse.
Mountain
I'll take
Man.
any tinder that is lying around, and I guess it shouldn't be too hard to make a fire with the apocalypse coming in all.
So, as you are preparing your food, the sun just starts developing gigantic sunspots all over it that eventually cover the entire surface, and the light from it becomes blotted out.
Wait, what? The sun went out?
Light from the sun went out.
Oh. Well, at least I got rabbit. GG.
I guess it's game over.
No, you still got about 3 weeks to go before you die, or I guess actually you can survive a couple months with the sun out.
Yeah.
Probably.
So who really won?
Nobody.
I mean, technically, all the plants on the planet wouldn't die for. You could probably stock up enough game.
Now, alright,
to
was
last
that
for
a
little while.
made-up world, or was that one of your video game worlds, or whatever?
That was entirely made up.
I mean,
Now, it's not quite over.
philosophically, I would say that I won because I enjoyed that whole thing, whereas everybody else just died.
My
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
didn't get
dead.
none of you got any persistent benefits from that telling of the story.
Yeah.
My question is, what is this all? I just joined in randomly. I'm kind of lost.
This is random RP.
Random
so,
RP. Okay.
You're
Non-text
both,
based.
all three of you, Cursed, Fernox, and Renegade, you're sitting in chairs, plastic folding chairs, in front of a desk.
Am I still an hyena?
Yes, your hyena is sitting behind you. He is panting like.
Oh, so I'm not him anymore.
You're not the hyena, no.
Oh, okay.
This is a reset.
Right,
So
Cool.
there's a desk in front of you, and sitting behind the desk is a man in wide horn-rimmed glasses and a very sharp suit. He's writing with the largest quill you've ever seen on his desk.
Yes.
He makes no attempt to acknowledge your existence. Cursed, your turn first.
I attempt to talk to the man. Hello, sir.
Ah, hello, Cursed. How was your employment by the, well, Fire Queen and Sun aspect?
A little one-sided. Just a little bit.
How do you feel like that?
Well, when
User joined your channel.
the half of the problem is a dragon with an eyeball bigger than your entire existence, and all you have is a flimsy spear, does not end well.
You also had a sort of chain, and the Sun aspect did advise you to empower your equipment with the power of the elements.
Well, the spear was empowered, but I didn't find
And
anyone
remember
else.
how you died in the fire blast?
Yes.
What would have possibly protected you from a fire blast?
The water armor? Water armor, I'm assuming?
You already had armor. The chain
Well,
shirt.
I meant
remember?
a water-enhanced armor. Some kind of water shield, something.
The water was on the spear. You had one element to go.
Oh, fuck you.
Yes, you do remember that woman in green in the forest. The one that did not show herself because you offended her. When you needed her most to empower your armor, she decided she'd rather let you die to spite you.
She was a
She
nympho.
was
She wanted a
laughing at
bent.
me
She
and
wanted a
called me
bone.
ugly.
She never spoke a word.
What? Okay, I'm just give me the damn quill.
Please.
He's just smiling at you. No, this is simply a review session.
Well, you know what? I just want to go home now, man.
So be it. He waves his hand and you're gone.
That's not. Well,
He turns to Fernox and says, "So, champion of the Fire Queen, rider of the Phoenix. How was that?"
Well, I've done greater things.
This is true, he laughs.
So, what now?
Ah, I just wanted to know what you thought of it.
Okay.
He just smiles at you, waves his hand. You and your hyena have disappeared. Renegade. He turns to you. He's just looking at you, like, yo, what's up? Renegade?
it's not seem to be here.
He seems to
Renegade.
be AFK,
Michael.
yes.
No,
Oh
he's here.
no, I'm
He's
not.
Oh,
Sorry,
hello,
I just
Renegade.
pressed the mute button.
The accountant has turned to you. He's waiting for you to say something.
Well, I don't think that could have gone any better for me. I set it on a quest. I said that I would get myself some food, and I did it.
Ah, the best way not to disappoint yourself is to set very low expectations.
Agreed.
That was my
smiles at
motto
you.
all through high school.
So be it. He waves his hand. You've all disappeared now.
Oh, I love it.
Alright, that is the end of this session. I'm going to be editing this recording for probably the most of the day
Awesome.
What's the point of recording it anyway? What are you doing
to put
with
it
the
up on
recording?
YouTube
Yeah.
For what?
for the entertainment of myself and others.
People really want to listen to this?
I don't know. I do.
Oh, there was a lot of laughing,
Yeah, it
so
doesn't matter if
somebody
other
enjoyed
people.
it.
It doesn't matter if other people want to listen to it. It just matters if you want to listen to it.
I'm just gonna. I just didn't know. My bad. Sorry. Don't hurt me.
Note to self in future: when option is available, take quill.
Okay. I'm going to end recording.